Hello, Year 9s. We're going to do some work on Excel, another one of the Microsoft Office products now. And when you open up Excel, you have a choice of all of these different templates that you can use for specific things, and they all come pre-populated with nice graphs and so on. What we're going to do though is choose a blank workbook, so double click this, and I'm sure you recognise this. Now if you can't see all of these things at the top, then click them and there's a pin in this corner. Just click that. Alternatively, later on, if you want to hide them, you just press the up arrow again. And what we're going to do is to create a type of image in Excel called a fractal. And a fractal is based on values in other cells, more on this in a bit. But to do this, we want every single cell in Excel to be a value and eventually a colour, and we want them to be square. So you can change the width of these columns by moving the cursor into the middle of two columns and then clicking and dragging. And you could do that for every single one, which would be incredibly laborious and also not very accurate. So to change the width of every single column, you click in this cell here between the A and the 1 in the top left corner, and then you choose one cell and change the width until it looks a bit like a square, and that changes the width for all of them. And then just click anywhere else to deselect them. So that's the first thing. The second thing we want is to display values in a particular way. This fractal is going to be made up of two values, zeros and ones, and if it's a 0 then we want it to appear one colour, and if it's a 1 we want it to appear in the other. So to do this we use something called conditional formatting. Now before we do this, if I was to do conditional formatting now, this would only apply to cell E5. So to apply this to my entire workbook, I again click on this cell, well not really cell, but the arrow between the A and the 1 in the top corner to select everything. And then in conditional formatting, highlight cell rules and we've got a choice here, but we're going to choose equal to, which means that if our cell is equal to the value 0, it appears one way, and then if it's equal to 1, it'll appear another way. So format cells that are equal to, delete that and press 0. And if it's a 0, let's just use the default here, light red fill with dark red text. So press OK. And the reason everything's gone this colour is because Excel assumes if there's nothing in the cell, then it has 0 value, 0 meaning nothing. So next, under conditional formatting, still with every single cell selected, highlight cell rules, equal to again, and if it's a 1 this time, then I'm going to go to custom format now, which gives me the opportunity to choose it myself, and if I go to fill, I'm going to choose that purple colour there, and OK. So if I was to put a 1 anywhere, it would appear this colour. Okay, so I'm going to select those and delete them so there's nothing in my cell. And what we're going to do next is to put the formulas on. So to get to this part, make sure that you have changed the width of all of your cells, the columns rather, and then also have conditional formatting and have tested it. Doesn't matter what two colours you use, it's up to you, but for 0 it needs to appear one way, and for 1 it needs to appear another.